Yo, this your boy CEO Hockley. Real quick, man. Today's episode is being sponsored by OGHollywoodspeaks.com. Yes, that's right. OGHollywoodspeaks.com has this fly gear, man. Savage Drive, man. He has this very fly gear, man. He's a former prisoner that changed his life, did 25 years after receiving a life sentence, got home, and he been home 10 years, man. He's been out, he's been free 10 years. He has his own clothing line called Savage Drive. It represents the kind of drive you need to have to make it to the top, the kind of drive you need to have to stay free, right? And as we talk about this prison topic, I want to highlight and show and give respects to those that have been to prison and that are doing the right things in today's society. Everybody go to OGHollywoodspeaks.com and get that Savage Drive. If you got the drive it takes to be successful, man, support him. Also, you can follow him on YouTube. You can follow him on all social medias at OGHollywoodspeaks.com. We appreciate the support here at CEO Talk, and we also like to support other black people doing something positive, man. Savage Drive, that is the clothing line. Get yours today. Salute.
What's good, man? Once again, we back in the building, man. One and only OG Hollywood, man. As y'all, I bring y'all the Ferguson Chronicle, man, where we keep it 110 all the way across the board, man. Nothing is ever scripted. And today is no different, right? Well, today I got an individual in the building, man, that I've been knowing quite some time, man. However, he's just made it here to give his story, and it's an extraordinary story, man. And but like I said, man, y'all make sure y'all go to www.com OG Hollywood Speaks, man, and get that Savage Drive gear. In the meantime, between time, let me tap in with how I see. What's good, see?
Shit, you already know, chilling. What's going on, bro?
Oh man, like I told people, man, it's long overdue, man. But you here now, man. You here to tell your story, man. And can't nobody tell your story like you can tell your story, right?
Right.
So, man, go ahead and do me a favor, man, and tell the people, you know, it ain't got to be no high overview, man. Where you from, where you grew up, and things of that nature, man. And we'll get to the next point after you get through doing that.
Okay, that's a bit. I'm from Dallas, actually. You know what I'm saying? You could say Oak Cliff, Pleasant Grove, South Dallas. My mother, we kind of moved around a little bit when we was younger. And so, but for the most part, I'm going to say, Greedy Grove, Oak Cliff, you know what I'm saying? Because, I ain't going to claim no one thing because I'm, like I say, call me Dallas, man, at the end of the day. But getting further into it, I'm 45 years old. I did 16 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? I did 2 sentences, a 5 and a 6 or whatever, a 5 and a 10. And just I've been through a few things, but I'm good though. I'm out here, doing things different. Reconstructing myself and just going through the process of learning all over again. Leveraging credit and being around different people. Just doing things different and like trying to elevate.
So, I know what you said, man. You've been to prison, right?
Yes,
go ahead and tell the viewers, man, first time you went to prison and what prison you went to.
Okay, when I went the first time I had a 5-year sentence or whatever, drug-related charges. And I went through a transfer facility first. It did a year over there. Then I got into a fight with a guy and they sent me to Ferguson. And so, Ferguson was different. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on. At that time, I think it was like right at 2000, you know what I'm saying, when I got down at Ferguson. And so it was just different over there, man. You had the guys that were gang banging and you had guys that were having money. And it was just a lot going on, And me, I was kind of in the middle because at that in 2000 in Dallas, where I'm from, you know what I'm saying, we were more or less was having money, the prison culture was more on the gang side besides the hustlers. The hustlers that I encountered in prison, like Hollywood and other guys, they were more or less on that level that I was on. Because I had experienced the gang culture that earlier, in my years, you know what I'm saying? Because I got locked up later, whatever. So But yeah, it was crazy, man. And like I say, man, it was real though. Ferguson was a real unit. You know what I'm saying? There was some real people there. And I feel like shit, man, that one of the hardest motherfucker I ever went to, man. And then my home, I done been to different units, you know what I'm saying, on my second bid or whatever. But everybody from there though that I was fucking with, man, it was solid, man. It was just like it's even when you run into them today, it's just different. It's that energy, it's that love, because we went through something that was real, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, uh, coming through the first arriving at the Ferguson unit, and you coming through the back gate of the Ferguson unit, right?
Yeah.
It's just a lot of different shit that stood out to different people, right?
Yeah.
And what stood out the most to Hassi?
Man, I would come through that door. I smelled it in the air. Shit, it was weed. I smelled cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Seen some people, just it was then you seen that energy too, that negative energy. People with a lot of time, you just man, it was real, Hey, it was real, man.
And let me ask this, like you said, you was coming from the streets, you already experienced the gang coach, you met a lot of dudes as far as on the personal level, right?
Yeah.
So what experience did you have as far as from the hustling standpoint? Did you come right in hustling, or you
Yeah.
had to watch it from a distance, or you had to just soak it all in and get your experience as far as from the hustling standpoint?
Old school call you fast, you know what I'm saying? When it was already in you. So like when I got over there, shit, it was like shit, I need to send me some money home. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I need to be with them over on this side. I'm tired. I ain't got but a little time and I ain't got all that time to where I know I ain't getting out. So I need to just go on, learn what I'm gonna learn. I feel like this. Good Lord put you around the right people, you know what I'm saying, when you learn it. And I feel like prison was that. And so when I got in there, I got around like you and other people that just caught on to me. But I wasn't my age. I was older because I've been free. I've been outside. And I had an evil dude ask me, and him and Daco, they were like, "Cuz, well, where you from? You bang?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't bang, but I'm a crypto." But you know what I'm saying? Because I was already like, I had blood partners and crip partners at that time. We all was outside out here getting money and doing things differently. So that was my approach to it. But by me being who I am as what I represent, it overcame all that in prison because it was more or less about what the crew had going on, and I was a part of that because I'm ripping that. You know what I'm saying? But I got moved into the hustling side of it, man. And like I say, and it was just all love. Like everybody that know me, that did time with me, like, we solid. You know what I'm saying? It was all love.
So fast forward, because you had a small amount of time, right?
Yeah, the first one I did a 5, yes, sir.
Okay, let's fast forward after doing the 5 years when you were set free. What changed for you coming from Ferguson? What changed from you?
It was like this. I remember just before I left, I'm just gonna repeat real quick that I'm gonna go forward. Just before I left, I had got my GED at Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? And me and the teacher, she was a good woman, you know what I'm saying? And I damn near cried getting that. It might not be nothing to nobody, but coming from somebody that really ain't had no accomplishment besides, some shit that don't make sense, it meant a lot to me. And so I did it in 2004, get out of prison. I left Ferguson unit with a GED, with no papers. I had did my whole sentence or whatever. And so getting out, I was out like a couple months, and I ended up going to a store and getting ran over, losing my leg, you know what I'm saying, out of nowhere. And it was more or less like just some shit. It wasn't nothing. I ain't know the person. It wasn't no, you did this. I heard a couple different things. My guys write me from prison. Hey man, what happened? This and that. But now more or less it was some shit that was just, I guess, evidence to happen to. You know what I'm saying? It was just part of my struggle at the time. So because it wasn't no back on it. So when this happened to me, I didn't have the energy. I can go into it a certain way, but how much energy you can go into it when a guy run you over, and then you look at his eyes, he's full of juice, full of whack, and out his mind. And it ain't like I know. I ain't saying I'm innocent to where I ain't did nothing in my past life or whatever. but it wasn't to the point to where I feel like, damn, man. So I looked at him like, man, I know him. It wasn't like that. It was just, it was different, you know. And so yeah,
So
yeah,
now I want to ask this because 5-year sentence, right?
yeah,
Come home, lose your leg,
yeah,
right? Now you just went through a sentence where you had to stay mentally focused because of all the stuff you was around, right?
right,
And to come home and to lose your leg, something you've been having your whole life,
right,
you had to get back mentally focused again
yeah.
and
But
make
you know, yeah,
and make an adjustment to having one leg, right?
yeah, I did.
Walk us through that.
Okay, see, the whole thing about it is, I got an auntie, like my Aunt Clara, man, R.I.P. my Aunt Clara, you know what I'm saying, Clara Green. And you know, when I was younger, they were my weed partner, 15, 16 or whatever. We was young, man. And she caught us smoking, me and my kid folk, and she said, hey, y'all ain't gotta be doing that. Come over Auntie's house and you know what you smoke. We don't just want y'all out here like that. And so ever since then, you know, that was my ace. But when she was younger, a little bit, you know, in the 80s or whatever, she was driving and had a stroke while she was driving. And she lost both her legs and she got paralyzed on one side. You know what I'm saying? And she done stayed all over, like, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the game, they call it Stony Crook now, but you know, we just called it North Dallas, you know what I'm saying? It was just really, it was down there 90, 80, like late, early or whatever. But she had one leg, man, and her husband went to prison and shit. And so she never gave up, man. She stayed by herself. And so when my situation came about, anybody that know me know it ain't no really, I ain't have no bad days to the point of to where it was like I was sad, mad, and suicidal thoughts, and it wasn't none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about from the so me knowing in my mind when it happened, I looked at it for what it was. And I remember closing my eyes and I got an ambulance or whatever, and I got to the hospital, and the man told me he wasn't gonna be able to save me. So I don't know. So I'm waking up. See, it's a hell of a thing when you wake up and you look down and it's real. You know, it was real though. But also what kicked in was the fact of being appreciative, being a blessing. You know what I'm saying? The gratefulness of what I was going through and knowing that it was somebody in a worse situation than I was that made it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so and that's but at some time, you know, I think that I could have been more humble to the point to let God to allow God to push, you know, to move some things that I moved myself because I had it was now it was about my strength, you know what I mean? And so I think I showed more on that. And my mom remember one thing, I'm gonna say this. Mom them come and see me and they was like, how you all right? They looked at me, you know, at the hospital or whatever, and I said, I'm good. You hear me? And you know, for just going through the process of, you know, the pain and all that, but pretty much, man, I just been feeling blessed the whole while. And giving whatever left, that's what I'm giving, you know?
So let's talk about that second time.
Okay. Okay.
Let's talk about that second time.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I'm out, I get out, I lose my leg. So this is the whole process. I lose my leg or whatever. And so I get back to going around and I'm more or less in my mind that I'm just trying to keep going and be accept what's going on, and I just moved on from it. I stayed in the streets a little bit, and I don't even say I got wilder. I didn't get wilder. I got smarter. You know what I'm saying? Because there were situations to where you can't run, you gotta walk. But at the end of the day, it don't take nothing from who I am. But that was a process too because I was used to being a certain type of individual, and me losing my leg, it changed on certain things with people. You know, that I feel at the time, because that's what my mindset was. Oh, it's like this because I got one leg. So that's why people gonna try to move like this. And so it was certain situations that I pushed myself a little farther on that maybe now being older don't matter. But I ended up catching a murder case and getting the 10 years, you know what I'm saying? And it was behind a guy that I had grew up with, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, we was more or less that his brother was my little brother, and he was a guy that had been to prison a lot, so he wasn't just around like that, but he was around. And so and some things got out of hand. You know what I'm saying? The situations to where you trying to embrace somebody, but it ended up coming out all the way wrong. And me, like I say, by me being young and just recently losing my leg and having a certain type of characteristic in the street, those that know me, to be into the point where, like, I can't fight, but like they ain't doing no fight because I ain't used to lose. To be honest about it,
Yeah.
right? So, and at the end of the day, and if I'm fucking with you, I feel like you should respect who I am, no matter what I'm been to, where I'm at now with it, and just deal with me accordingly. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, and that's how I ended up with the prison sentence of 10 years. And I had, 20 years or whatever. And I ended up, but if you got some questions for me, I can go more in detail about it.
So, like I said, man, you did time together. Matter of fact, on 2 units, we were on Vito
Yes, sir.
and we were on Ferguson, right?
Right.
And on that second year stint, it was an interview did on you, right?
Yeah.
And what I want to do, man, is I want to play this interview uh, from the first 48,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people don't get in close contact with people that have been on the first 48, especially that are free to elaborate on it, right?
Right.
Most people that have been on there are either deceased or the person that was on the other end is still incarcerated, and they will be for a very long time, right? But
Right.
by the grace of God, you here to elaborate on this video I'm about to play, and can't nobody give clarity on it but you.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna play it for me and the viewers, and you can give clarity on it after I ask the question.
I got you.
All right.
Look. I just need let's keep on doing and look it up at the beach. One of them folk clubs.
If I injure a person in a self-defense, I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna either call the police, I'm gonna call the paramedic. That's what a normal-minded person would do. If you have something to hide, then you're gonna do it the way that he did it. How can you be that evil to kill this guy, come over to his parents' house, and you the one that did it? When you take the life of a person, it don't just stop there. You take the life out of their family. Then you end your life and the life of your family. So nobody wins in the end. It don't have to be. I have always been a person against violence. I try to write the type of songs and poems that a person can listen to try to make a difference in this world. And I feel that you'll be more rewarded doing right than you will wrong. I wrote this poem not long ago. My message is silence the violence and increase the peace. People are so cold. Everyone walks around with their egos swollen. There have got to be a solution to the problems we're having in the world today. People were not made to be misused and treated any kind of way. If we could learn to respect each other and learn the true meaning of sisters and brothers, we need to figure out another way to handle our business besides with guns. Let's start a rumor and see how far it spreads. That love has been reborn and hatred is dead. We need to love, respect, and honor each other. and we could do it just for one day, you'd be surprised how different the world would feel.
So, so in that small clip, man, and I know you've probably watched it just as just as I watched. I just received that today.
Yeah,
Uh, he mentioned in that, how can a person be so evil, right?
right.
To kill a person like you did to hurt their family, right? Uh, in regards to what he said, what is your response to that?
I'm gonna say this. The guy, it's Scotty Mac. That's his name. R.I.P. Scotty Mac. He gave me some good jewels growing up. You know what I'm saying? And it's real close. And it's the thing about that is, like I say, we all grew up together and stuff like that nature. But when you I'm just gonna curious to what was said on that note. I feel like this at the time. I ain't just drive off. I ain't gonna say that if I'm put into a certain situation, I'm gonna handle it accordingly. But as far as me just going over to his mom's house and hugging her and saying, hey, you all this and that, it wasn't like that. It was more or less like if you from the street, I don't know, like only certain people can relate if you live, if you out here, if you're a street person or whatever you call yourself. But when you in a situation to where you gotta do things the same way you've been doing things because when that type of situation happens, you can't change nothing up. You gotta do it the same way. You gotta go through your life, you know what I'm saying? Go through the day or whatever your process that brush your teeth, you go over here, you go over there, you do the same thing. And so it's a situation to where, as you say, we play it out to the point to where, hey, we were going out, we were gonna go out, we went shopping that day, me and the little brother, exactly. We went out, we were gonna go out or whatever. So he ended up stopping by his mom's house. And so as he stopping by there, my intentions ain't to go in. I even was asked, hey, you wanna go in? And I was like, I went, but at the same time, like, that's not something that I implemented part of me just showing my cold heartedness and all that, you know.
So, let me ask you this, man, because you've been interviewed several times, right? If I'm not mistaken, you interviewed twice, right?
Right,
As far as when they go to the first 48, right?
right.
And have you just really had a chance to speak to the things that you really want to speak to, as far as with the interviews, the two interviews that was given by you? Do you feel like it was anything left out on your behalf that wasn't put out there?
Yeah, I feel like this right here, because it ain't like you say nobody wins, right? You know what I'm saying? And then you don't glorify nothing that I'm not glorifying a situation that that I went through in my life that I won't wish that on nobody, because it's easy to do something to somebody that you love, but you don't love. You know what I'm saying? You don't know them or whatever situation. That's another energy. You see what I'm saying? And it went just the way I said it, And me knowing that, and it wasn't like that I couldn't pick up the phone and call the authority and this and that, because I do got one there. This is my house. You know what I'm saying? And so I had every right to do that. But I'm from the streets and I had other stuff going on at the time in that house. So that wasn't a proper move for me. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what the streets do. And that's the way I went about it. But on the back end of that, it's more to that, you know. But it all came out right. I went there, I turned myself in as a man, because I'm gonna stand up under it. Cause I love that. That was love there. And so it wasn't no cut on that. So, and I don't regret no parts of the 10.5 years or this 2.5 years I have left on this 20-year sentence to carry, my part as being a man and what it came with to get to my next level in my life.
So, being as though You knew this individual. Y'all shared the same space more than a time or two, right?
Right.
Uh, if you had a chance to do it all over again, coming from you,
Yeah.
what do you think you would have done different?
You know, first of all, it's like this. You can't help everybody. I'm gonna say that first of all. And it's a saying that say everybody can't go when you're on the journey. You know, and sometimes you can say or speak on some or try to get in something that ain't got nothing to do with you. You know, when somebody going through something, it ain't always good to stick your hand out. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. But on the second side of that, I'm gonna say this: if I would have, if I replay my whole situation again, I would have never been in it. You see what I'm saying? Because at this point in my life is that I don't allow certain energy around me and just living and you learn it, you know what I'm saying? And so, but if somebody's in a situation so where it's an altercation or a situation where you're misunderstanding somebody you love, you really just be the bigger person about it and walk away from it. But at that time, like I say, I had one leg just not too long losing it. And I'm used to being a certain type of person, you know. So it didn't really sit right to me at that time. And so that's where my mind went. And so if you can't open your mind up and grow and think out, because see, it's so easy to move your mind, to move, you know what I'm saying? You can, use your hands, but see, your mind is where it's all at. So we got to do more thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's 80% mental and 20% physical. You see what I'm saying? And I think if we use more of our mind, we can, because soon you think angry, you think critical, you think aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
situation, you automatically go into that critical, that level of thinking. But when it comes down to it, it's really about man, knowing that, because it takes strength, man, to be the bigger person and to know that you're on another level from a person. Because when Jesus was hanging on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them for do not know what they do. Sometimes people don't know how far you're going to go with someone, and then you can't never know what somebody's thinking. All you really like me, what I do every day, I just be around good energy. I can't change the past. That's done. I don't live in the past because guess what? If that's where your mind is, that's where you gonna be at. You know what I'm saying? And you
yeah,
have no room for growth. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that I go through process where it said it play in my mind and all that. I feel like I done did enough in my life. I done went through enough. Even with my prison time, I would still go through shit. Lost my leg in prison. Well, I got my leg took on Beto. You was over there.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And because what? I had two knives and I was hustling, and this with the sentence, right? And
yeah,
so, but I'm gonna say this too as I'm recapping. Man, I knew I was going home the whole time. They gave me that 20 years and I left, man. I was free, man. So you got a lot of people still locked up in their mind and in their little situations. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They not free, man, and they eat them up. You know what I'm saying? It kills you. And I ain't gonna say it ain't hurting whatever the situation was when I was going through it, but at the end of the day, man, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's the freedom to move on with your life. You know. And so, but like I'm gonna go back to the little story though. Yeah, they took my leg Obito. We had a lot. We got locked down because Mr. Mafia was getting into it. And they kept finding knives on the day rooms. This was what 2011. And so here I am, just got down there where I got locked up in '07 and I got like 4 years on my sentence. I got a 20-year sentence I gotta do had to come up for parole. I got one leg, you know what I'm saying? I'm affiliated at the time, And so and so every time a situation occur, it always be, I got you, I got you. But see, I ain't built like that. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
I say,
yeah,
I got me. My nigga know me, that's what I'm gonna say. Nah, I got me. I don't need, because see, guess what? 3, 4 in the morning in that cell, you ain't got no action at me. I got
yeah,
me up tonight. You hear me?
yeah,
And so, and anything can occur because people hate on it. So it was a lot, to that. But anyway, they locked the unit down. So we had never seen no Ninja Turtles, as we called them after they left. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They come over there with them knee pads on. They had the arm pads on. And shit, I usually tuck my shit, because I got a leg, so that's where I keep it. And so when my partner, man, you gonna do that? Nah, I'm gonna hold it down. But I ain't seen this before. I've been doing time, and I ain't never seen them coming up with that shit on, cutting the water off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was real. So I kept what I had, man, and they caught me with it. I had 2 knives. I had a little tobacco and a little money and shit. And shit, they put me in a wheelchair, pushed me to SIG. We had just got a new warden, I don't remember his name or whatever. But when they pushed me to SIG, man, before they finished it, man, you had niggas throwing pillowcases full of cigarettes, man, outside coming over the run, you know what I'm saying? Man, the man found 39, he had like 39, he found that day on the run. This shit on paper, man, it's happening. So, man, it'll fuck me up, though, and I got the lockup and sat in there and shit, and I sat there about 6-7 hours, and the man come get me like, hey, man, when you gonna send me the PhD? I'm ready to go on and finish my little old ride out, man. He said, nah, you going back to the Wayne. I was like, what? Nah, man, I ain't going back no motherfucking Wayne. You better take me on the PhD, man. How we do this? I said, man, hey, man. He said, nah, the whole Wayne is on lockdown. Man, I'm going to be locked down for 30 days. I don't remember how many we did, 40, 30 days, whatever it was. He said, whoever catch cases today, everybody, you ain't going to be the only one back on that Wayne. You know what I'm saying? So in the process of me doing that, I ended up getting dirty UA too. He pissed me out because I was doing me, man. Shit, I got this time. Yeah, fuck it, man. It's what it is at that time, So I ended up going to medium custody. And so I'm on these crutches, man. Down there on medium custody. And shit going on or whatever. There were no problems all love with me. I ain't had no major issues.
Yeah.
No protection, nobody fucking with me, nothing like that. It was all love, always been. But I hollered at my partner in school, man. I say, man, we was always tight. Me, him, and my other partner, Troy. I say, man, I'm finna go, man. Shit, I ain't finna work. And then I don't want to get my leg back. I done went through the process, to try to get. I'm like, why y'all taking my leg? Y'all ain't buy it. But man, they got me on these crutches and strained me all the way up. That's what happened. So I came in with the doctor. Now I went and talked to him. I say, man, I need a 50-yard walking pad. Y'all gonna use one and meet them cousins.
Yeah.
I had to walk. You don't get big and motherfucker. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't tripping. I want to say, because Bill ain't nothing like, I ain't been a lot of places, man. Ain't nothing like be on the places. Too bad, motherfucker. I've been on Telfer Unit. I've been on Gil Lewis. You know what I'm saying? I touched them and shit, but I ain't nothing touching them two, man. Straight up. And so he told me he gave me walking pads, and so they went on ship me or whatever. But man, I ain't think the process was gonna take that long, man. But let me tell you this. He shipped me to Gil Lewis. It took me 16 months to get my leg back. So 16 months I'm on crutches, independent sanctions. Did 9 months on medium custody, you know what I'm saying? On Gil Lewis. Icky Red Islands was over there, you know what I'm saying? And I remember one morning the guard told me, he said, because when we get up for breakfast in the morning, we have to go a certain way. And so he called me and say, hey, man, you ain't got to go that way. You can go that way. You on them crutches. I said, nah, man, I'm going to take my leg like everybody else. Man, I ain't you. You hear me?
Yeah.
So on Gil Lewis, when they gave my leg back, you know what I'm saying? The new warden came through there. He seen me on the crutches. I had just come up with population. But the way they shit set up, they ain't had a medical stick for me for my shower and everything. So he was like, I'm in population doing it normally. He say, hey, man, why you come away and call my unit with the questions on? What you doing on my unit? I'm like, well, hey, this is what they sent me, man. Where your leg at? Shit, I ain't gave it back, So shit. He said, all right, you make a call, give me a day or two. Shit, you hear me? And I'll never forget what I told the lady when I went into it was the main regional director person that do the medical. She came and seen me, right? Because in actuality, they ain't had no business even taking me. But I'm gonna get to that now. I'm gonna show you. So when she asked me, she was like, Mr. Mitchell, why should I give you your leg back after you done got caught with knives to back and you doing this? And so and I looked at that, not totally. Because I gotta keep living it every day. Anybody else got caught with that, they lived me the custody time and all that, and it was over with. I got double punished. You see what I'm saying? And how can I move forward if you keep making me live this same situation every day?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I want to get into a trade and do some things, but you really hindering me because I'm still stuck in this one situation. Let me overcome it. You feel me? Well, you know, first she was fine, but then she shook my hand, and I meant what I told her.
Yeah.
And so they finally gave my leg back, and had a couple of them. Hey, you know, you got your leg with the picking, and we're gonna be checking you and messing with me. You know what I'm saying? So okay, I went right back to the doctor because I've been walking across the unit to a shower, and they shipped me again. I'm gone, man. Man, I'm gonna move. I want to move. You hear me? And
Yeah.
so yeah, that was that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I got off track.
No, you good. I mean, this your story, man. You tell how you want to. You already know I let people do what they want to do. You know, this your story. You tell how you want to. But
Yeah,
just for me listening to that, uh, I think it attributed to the situation to where when you caught the case, right?
yeah,
Due to the fact because uh, you wasn't your normal. You had one leg,
yeah,
and a person tried you with one leg. In your
yeah,
mind, what you saying is, if I had two legs,
yeah.
ain't nowhere in the world you'd have did me like that.
Nah, cause we ain't never had no situation before then, and everybody know me know. So like, don't have them situations. So it certain shit, even now, I laugh at it, but cause you ain't gonna trick me off these streets. You see what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna play me cause you say you love me either. We ain't going for that this round. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
So let me ask this, man, because like I said, I've been in a similar situation, but this is not about me. This is about you. Let
right.
me ask you this, man. As far as that go, because I know on that particular day when that happened, everybody didn't leave the earth, right?
Yeah.
So is it anybody left behind that's on that side of the field that you see as far as uh still questioning you about what you did on that particular day?
You know, I had a couple guys that had their own opinion about the thing, cause you know it's like, you know, we know everybody fuck with everybody. You know, when that situation happens, you know, family, everything separated. But on my part of it, it's like this. I'm selecting who I fuck with regardless. You know what I'm saying? And so it ain't y'all had a couple run-ins or whatever with just seeing them, but it's all love to me, like, because at the end of the day, when you know the real and you know what I went down, like, you had no choice but to respect my part of it. And you know, by me doing time on my own accord, you know, that's just move on and to you know, just move on. But I don't feel like it's no fire nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's all understanding. But you know, at some point, people gotta be and feel and act a certain way accordingly to what you know society say. You feel me?
So let me ask this, man. As as far as the first 48 and the other interview you got, right?
Right.
I've never done one of those interviews. What was the compensation piece like that? Were you ever compensated for telling your side of the story?
Nah, I was like, I think it was 2009 on BO Unit. It's called After the First 48. They
Yeah.
had, cause see, I didn't even know I was actually on the first 48 until a prison guard. I can't remember the name. I was doing my time with. I was on BO. He walked by my cell and called my name, but you know, I ain't really think nothing of it till he came back and told me he had to see me on TV. But it wasn't long after that I got a letter from First 48 saying we got this after First 48. We want to interview you at Beto Unit, blah, this, that. So no lie, you know, first thing I done heard, been showing me on TV. So first thing in my mind, like, well, what y'all gonna compensate me? So that's what I wrote. You hear me? Hey, you know, am I gonna get compensated for this? Because I heard that y'all getting a lot of ratings and this and that. You know, is anything involved for me? And but it was real though. I'm gonna tell you. The man said, "No, we can't compensate you for, you know, for homicide or whatever, for that situation, you know, for something that's negative like that. But what we can do is give you a chance to tell your side of it. You know what I'm saying? And so they hit me like a brick. You hear me? But it was in my mind, okay, it's real. This is what I need to do. You heard me? And it was all really just for the love of the people that now that I see now really didn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Because what I have learned is no matter how you can't put no sugar on no shit, man.
No, hey.
I don't give a damn how much sugar you pour on it, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
So but yeah, so they came to the video unit and interviewed me, and he pretty much asked me the same question, certain questions about about the case or whatever, going more into depth about it. And we might say that later, you hear me? But I got some of that. But at the end of the day, I stood on my own. Well, I ain't gonna say I stood on 10 because I ain't got but 5. You hear me? I got 5 and 5. You hear me?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I did. I did my own time. I came out here and made some of myself, and I'm still in the process of that. I'm a dispatcher. I had a dealership. You know what I'm saying? And I got trucks. I rent out to guys. I get jobs. You know what I'm saying? I just bought my first 18-wheeler. Shit, man. Hey, I know this though. I ain't giving up, but I know I ain't stopping, man. I've been through a lot in my life, and I ain't gonna say it's over with. But one thing I ain't gonna do, I ain't gonna stop. But the greater the struggle, the greater the reward, though. You gotta really go through something. Straight up. Gotta go through something. And I'm cool with that. You hear me, Wood? I'm cool, man. Yeah.
So let me ask you this, man. So as far as it goes now, right?
Yeah.
Being as though you went what you went through, did what you did, right?
Yeah.
As far as the people that you see every day and that you're in communication with, right?
Right.
What is the trust factor to you towards people? How do you get past the trust factor to trust people?
Really, man, honestly though, you gotta look at it for face value. People gonna show you who they are. See, you can't fake real. You can't fake who you are. We can't say what real is, because real can be whatever you call and whatever your identification that is. But whoever you are, you're gonna be true to it in the end. It's gonna show. But see, me, I just want good energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the smartest around me, or I don't want to be the dumbest. You see what I'm saying? And I want to network and that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But as far as on trusting people, man, nah, because you can't never know what somebody's thinking, but they can show you what to think. You hear me? If you look at it, they're gonna tell you what to think about.
So in other words, you saying wherever they go in life, right?
Yeah.
As far as people,
yeah,
there they are.
Yeah, you are. You see what I'm saying? It's you. Cause guess what? I don't think it's no see, the greater struggle, the greater reward. So, but really to be true about the whole thing, cause I'm gonna tell you, cause I feel this shit, I'm gonna tell you. My whole situation with that wasn't even about me at all. It was about me because I had my own journey, my experience, and what he was molding me into. But that situation there was for that person. And that's what they like, and what you know what I'm saying, what they You feel me?
Yeah.
And so I don't have no. I ain't gonna say that I'm cold hearted about it. I love it. I forgave myself a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But people ain't gonna never let you live certain things down, and you gotta know that some people only see you for what they saw you 10 years ago. See, I ain't none of that no more.
Yeah.
See, the only one know that is the ones around me. Even them don't know half the time. You hear me?
Yeah.
Because I'm evolving and elevating every day, man. I'm meeting new people. You know what I'm saying? The good Lord said open the door. But I ain't saying I ain't fighting. It's a war, man. You hear me? But I realized one thing about that war. It don't matter if you win or lose. You got to get out there, man. I ain't going to win every day. I ain't going to lose every day.
You got to get out there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get out there because it ain't about the win or the lose no more. It's just about me getting out there. And I'm going to get mine from that.
Ain't no doubt.
You see what I'm saying?
So, let me ask this, man. Because like you said, people that don't know you and watch the first 48, right?
Right.
Be like, damn. He killed somebody and went to prison. But just like they said on the video, You know, you get to live on, that person is gone, right? What
Yeah.
what do you say about that?
We'll go back to this. You do read what you sow to a certain extent, but I feel like God already got a plan for certain things. And like on that end is what you put out there. Cause see, like I'm gonna say this because I ain't gonna go into detail about it, but I'm gonna say this. Cause that's how you move, and you gotta move with the right people like that. You feel me? And if it wasn't meant for it to happen, it wouldn't have happened. You hear me?
Yeah,
Straight up, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
If it wasn't meant, it wouldn't have happened. So I don't take full accountable for what decision you made in your own life to come to that point.
fact.
Because I'm just accountable for the decision I made after the fact. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
my story is her. I rather, you know what I'm saying? I ain't not, you know, God given, but I rather it be me talking to you.
yeah,
You
I'm
see
with
what I'm
you.
saying? And I got one leg. You know what I'm saying? My situation was different. I ain't having no pity party because I'm gonna move the same way. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, like so that, you know, like I just feel like when you out here and you move in a certain way, you gotta take what comes with that. Because everybody out here that down in that penitentiary with murder case or your loved one done died or situations done happen, they ain't all wrong. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm with you.
Because it's two sides of the family too. It's two sides of that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And in this certain situation, so people putting themselves in certain situation with no consequences behind it. It's repercussions to everything.
ain't no doubt.
But we can't pick and choose and say, oh, just it's such doing all this and that there. But when it come down to a certain situation, it's all good. Nah, man, you know, we're gonna live up, we gotta stand up on what we put out there, man.
And that's
Be
fact.
man about what we doing.
So man, let me ask this. I see, man, because you know how I do it. When you come to the Ferguson Chronicle, I always and before we do that, let me say this. It's real live people, real live stories, man. Nothing here is ever scripted, man. I see here today to tell his story and his time spent in the concrete jungle and what landed him there. You know, like I say, we showed the first 48. Uh, RIP whoever passed on, man. But like he just said, man, if when you bring it, you got to expect what come with that, man. You know. So what I always do, man, and we can't get everything that need to be said in the day. It's virtually impossible for that, right?
Right,
But everything understood don't need to be explained.
right.
So, like I said, I knew you then, I know you now. It just took quite some time for you to get to the Ferguson Chronicle to tell your story. And anybody know you, just like you said. You know, you're gonna move with respect and you're gonna give respect. You know, that's just simple as that. That's just the way life is, you know. But and you said something key. It's all about the energy you bring
Yeah,
to the environment.
yeah, cause it's gonna come back. You on that old rah-rah shit, you out here tripping and looking, it's gonna come to you, man. And it ain't gonna come like you think it is. Cause
So
it ain't gonna come like you think it is, man. It's gonna be whole, it's gonna be different.
yeah, and there ain't no referees in that game.
No, it ain't, man. They don't come the way you think it is, man. But with that energy that you push it out, that's why I try to smile and and create. And I believe in as a man thinking. You know what I'm saying? So he creates. You feel me? So
Ain't no doubt, man.
yeah. So I'm more on that.
But I mean, you'll be back. Like I said, you'll be back, man, because I know people gonna want to see you back, man, because you know everybody they gonna voice their opinion on what should happen, what could have happened until they be put in a situation where they can tell their own story. You
Yeah.
know, that's why everybody got unique stories.
Right.
That's why you telling your story because you didn't get a chance to tell it when they
Right.
came when they came to interview you.
Yeah, they ain't get a chance to let them know I'm free. Like I've been free. I've been out here 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Me, but that free for they been showing 20. You know what I'm saying? Like tell this part of it.
Yeah,
And then everybody don't lose. Like people respect because you did something like this. Like think about all the disciples. If you believe in God, you believe in Jesus with all the disciples and different things. They all went through something. They all was what we are. too many hypocrites to not really understand the real true meaning of God's culture when he culture based something. You see what I'm saying? Because it's all his work. You know what I'm saying?
But see, the thing about it though, man, with this social media platform, man, they gonna always paint the narrative.
Yeah.
You know, and other people mind that watch that first 48, you nothing but a killer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
And I'm
but
good people. You know what I'm saying? And just cause and then don't know like you could, cause anybody could be a killer though if you force into a situation. So I have no problem being there. You see what I'm saying? But the murder report, you know what I'm saying, or the heartless part of it all, it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? We only gonna adapt to the environment that we just in or what comes. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that's why they left that part out. They didn't ask them questions.
Yeah.
You know, they wanted to paint a picture like you just a stone cold murderer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, without kill without circumstances.
Yeah.
In other words, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, you killed a man for no reason.
Yeah.
When we all know consequences, repercussions behind everything you do, and every action you're gonna get a reaction.
You're gonna get a reaction, man. And that's what separate the boy from the men, you know. They stand up under on both ends. Cause you know, I'm at this point in my life, man. I don't even move like that, right? But if it come, I ain't going nowhere, man. I'll be willing to get here, man. You pick him out the yard or wherever. You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm working towards in my life to be right.
yeah,
That's the only energy that I'm pushing. So, cause you know, when I did that time, you know, and when you got that woulda, coulda, shoulda, you know, it hunts you till you free yourself. And in the situation that you in, I think you just there because you ain't figured it out shit. It don't be our situation, it be our level of understanding that get us out of some shit. You see what I'm saying? So I
yeah.
ain't gonna say me making my first paroles on anything other than the energy and the situation. Everything played what it was supposed to. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, where I'm at now in life, you know, I'm more or less like I'm moving forward, man. I'm trying to create a legacy. I'm learning, you know, I'm searching for information. I'm starting over. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not satisfied and content or living, you know what I'm saying, living something. I can't live certain shit down because certain people ain't gonna let you. So I'm no longer a people pleaser. It don't matter what your opinion is. You see what I'm saying? Because whether you're doing good or bad, it's gonna be something said. You can never elevate past a hater, man.
And that's half of the world. So
You see what I'm saying? You can't elevate past that. But you just
that's what
gotta
I
say,
said.
brother, keep
Yeah,
pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I be whatever you talking about, let that be your is, just keep it over there. Cause all niggas I want around me, like I say, gas and nigga, you can do it. I don't give a
yeah.
damn what I say, nigga, bro, come wrong with you. Nigga, yeah, that's cause even you know what I'm saying, just that little big count, man, when you were around people. A lot of people, man, you know, I don't know, that's kind of far-fetched. I don't know, you scatterbrained and all that. Nah, we do a lot of shit. We try to do a lot. We trying shit. You know, we gotta do 5, 6 things to be millionaires, man. We trying to, yeah, it don't stop.
But I will say this, man. The man that don't let his past define who he is or where he come from, that's gonna be the man or woman that make it.
That's right.
So with that being said, man, do me a favor, man. Uh I'm gonna let you close this show out on your note, man. Whatever you feel like you want to say that you didn't say then, you already know this is the people's channel, man. And you can say it right here, man.
Now I just gonna close out with you know, I done been through a lot in my life. And I'm still going through things, I'm still learning. But at the end of the day, I ain't stopping. I ain't giving up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep trying shit, keep buying shit, keep until I figure it out. But I'm not gonna let my past dictate my future, because guess what? A past ain't a place to plant both feet. As you place one foot into the other, shit, it's a new day. Last night might have been fucked up. Even this morning, shit, the next hour good. 23 hours good. It one bad. But long as the nigga cup half full, he gonna be all right. And that's what got me through. And also knowing that it's somebody's situation worse than I am, to the point to where I ain't got no room for complaints and, you know, all that old jibber jab and extra shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just be a man about shit. stand on your 10 and believe what you're doing and know, like you say, know where you're going, man. You know, until like anybody got anything to say or any questions about, I tap back in or whatever the situation may be. This ain't no interview to be picking and punching and or trying to, I'm not just being real about some things that need to be some clarification. That's all I got for him, Wood.
Once again, people realize story where nothing is ever scripted at the Ferguson Chronicle, man. Why? Because we keep it 110 all the way across, and the day is no different, right? I appreciate you stepping in, man. You already know you're welcome to do that anytime you get ready, man. You can catch us in the day room, or you can catch me 101.
Yeah.
And we'll put it where it needs to be.
Yeah.
You know, like he said, for those that have any questions or you feel like it's a misunderstanding, tap in when he tap in. So until next time, Hasi, man, stay up, stay free, and most of all, stay grinding.
Yes, sir. All day, Wood. Appreciate you, Bob.
Salute. Yep. Once again, real live people, real live stories at the Ferguson Chronicle where nothing is ever scripted, man. We're going to keep it 110 all the way across the board, man. That's just what we do. And the most dangerous man in the world is a man with a made-up mind that's never letting his past define his future, right? So until next time, man, salute. Y'all stay up, stay free, and stay focused.